Listen, his name was Redneck. Honey, listen, we always talk about the mixed or the biracial girl, but we never, or woman, but we never talk about the mixed or biracial man, honey. Listen, he was adopted by a melanin woman, okay? And she took care of him. Listen, y'all. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. And listen, I got a good one for y'all today. So stay tuned. I almost forgot. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations, honey. And I got a good one for y'all today, honey. And listen, I have to tell y'all about that later. They put an egg roll in my salad yesterday, and I didn't want to take it back. So I took the egg roll, moved it over, and ate what I was supposed to eat. And I still think I had an allergic reaction because eggs are not my friend. Whew, God. But they end up crediting me the food back. I know that was a lot of information, but you know how we do it over here. We be keeping it real, honey, so you can know. So I wrote this one on January 25th, 2026. Honey, his name is Redneck. Y'all think this man does not exist, honey, but he does. He is half melanin and half melanemic. He was raised and grew up with and around melanin people. He is melanemic and he is melanin. I already told you that. He cannot relate to melanemic men because of his social economic status. Yeah. Yes, honey, his name is Redneck. The woman that adopted him was a melanin woman. She gave him love beyond measures. Yes, honey, that was her son. The biological did not matter. Ain't that what Shaq said? Yeah. The melanin kids on the block didn't treat him any different. He was just a kid with red hair. That is how he got the name Redneck. He was just a kid in the neighborhood like every other kid. He was treated with love and protection like every other kid that was on that block. His name was and is Redneck. Yeah. Yes, honey. Listen, I had to check with my uncle because I thought he was because I was young when he was growing up. I'm getting into my thoughts now about Redneck, He was real light. Like he was real light. I'm thinking he was melanemic. So I had to verify with my uncle when I was writing this, what color was he? And I'm thinking all this time that he was melanemic, but he was actually biracial. And he was treated just like every other kid on the block. He was special. He just was really he had red hair. That's why he had the name Red Hair, and he was red. So I had to verify with my uncle. Let me get back to my thoughts. If he was melanemic or melanin or mixed. So my uncle said that he was, but let me tell you, he could not relate to any other race because he was with the block. He was on the block from what I can remember. And I was way younger than them. But I was like, he reminded me, when you think of men that are melanemic and how some men can relate to the melanin side more so of the melanemic side, it makes me think of Eminem. Okay, that would be one that I could really he seems really smart, so I'm for sure he can relate to all, but it seemed like that one side he relates to the melanin side a little bit more because they've seen it. They've been out in it. So people get frustrated. The melanemics get frustrated when you talk about them. That's because you have not spent time with them. You guys are really, you're aggressive and you're mean. Not all of you, but the ones that are, filled with all that vitriol. You guys are really hard to deal with, but there are some nice men that you can, and they want to help you. I mean, they just treat you like a human, because that's all people want to be treated like, is a human. But your whiteness is a made up construct. You need to get that through your head. But we know it's mixed in with your vitriol and the R word. So you're never going to be able to experience a true melanin person, meaning all of us, all of our shades, because you are melanin yourself. You're just melanemic. And I'm going to keep saying this until whenever. You are melanemic. We're all melanin. You are just the lighter version. So when women say, I can't help it that I'm white. We're going to say that because women do say that. I can't help it that I'm white. Listen, lady, you are melanin. You just a melanemic. Okay. You are melanin. It just depends where you came from, the equator or the poles. Oh, God. People do not read, and they walking around here thinking they special. But that man right there did not. And I think he even had conversations with my uncle them saying like he couldn't relate because nobody's coming into that community and take him and do what they do, take him to places so he can get to know that side. No, because they don't even want to come to that side of town. So, yes, his mother, when she adopted him, because that was her child then, she just took him in and everybody treated him nice. It was like on our block was such a good time that I can remember. You all had your little, it wasn't like people portrayed us on 60 Minutes. And the more I really think about it, it was not. Our neighborhoods, our community was not like that. But you portrayed it, and I don't even understand how you portrayed it because you don't even come to the community. So how would you know that? How? And so as I'm washing this stuff out of me of what they put in us and how they, okay, let me get back to redneck because let me get on back. Y'all listen. It's so much entangled in this. But listen, that's all I got today. His name was Redneck. He was the coolest guy, and I think he is still alive. If I ever get a picture, I'm going to put him up here. And if you ever see this, just know that I'm talking about you, Redneck. I'm sure he remember me. I was young, though. But anyway, y'all, that's it. Thank you to my new ones and thank you to my day ones. Y'all been riding with a girl and I am so grateful. Well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hey, y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome to my spoken word and conversation